All right, guys. Next up is I'm doing two masterpieces this video, but they're both essentially very similar. So we have MP-15, which is Rumble and Jaguar, and then we have MP-16, which is Frenzy and Buzzsaw. Now, I don't want to get into the whole Rumble is red, Frenzy is blue, Frenzy is blue, Rumble is red type thing, but in the show, Rumble was blue and Frenzy was red. Why the toys got it flipped, I don't know, but I think in Japan, he was always Rumble and he was always Frenzy. So, I'm probably going to flip-flop which is which a lot, but then I'm going to call him Ravage and he's still Buzzsaw. So, this is actually the original toys. These two did come together. These two were different because the original toy was Laserbeak and Frenzy, or Rumble, depending on who you are, whereas Soundwave came with Buzzsaw. Masterpiece Soundwave comes with a Laserbeak, so they just put Buzzsaw in here. Anyway, box-wise, it's typical Masterpiece stuff. Nothing really fancy, but hello, kitty cat. She loves making appearances in these reviews. So here we got the four of them. And this is going to be really, really quick. This isn't going to take me very long to do it all. So here we've got the four of them. Ravage, Frenzy, Buzzsaw, and Rumble. So, say this right off the bat. I think my MP-16 is a knockoff. I'm not 100%, but he's really loose. He feels fine, except that cracked off the second I got it out of the box. So either I just got a really bad copy or this is a knockoff. I'm not sure. But interacting with Soundwave, we'll go ahead and get that off the bat right now. If you take the little center thing, plug it in here, you can actually plug these in to the side of Soundwave, like their batteries. I think you got to do red first. You got to do red, then you can do blue. So it's kind of like their batteries, which is kind of a cool feature. And these could also attach to Soundwave's arms and roll them out like cannons. So, I mean, that's an option. And of course, they can fit in Soundwave, so we'll take Laserbeak out. We'll go ahead and put Frenzy in. There you go. You can actually store up to 3 in him, but it's a major pain in the ass getting him in and out. I've been stuck for like 30 minutes trying to get them out before, so I'm not going to bother doing that in this review. We'll go ahead, transformation-wise, we'll actually go ahead and start with Ravage, since he's actually my favorite. I like him a lot, compared to the other ones, which I think are just okay. Well, I like Laserbeak a lot more than Buzzsaw. So, transform Ravage. There's this little piece right in there that you're going to want to flip out. And then you can fold these up. There's his head right there. And then unclip everything, because these are his legs. Fold all that back. And then we're going to push these down. Out go his legs. Fold him up. Fold him down. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, actually, his tail's in here, too. So let's get his tail out. And then just go ahead and open all of this up. None of these guys are overly complicated. They're honestly the simplest masterpieces to transform. Which might actually make them appeal to a larger audience, but, there you go. So there we got our boy Ravage. Frenzy. Pretty simple to transform too. Go ahead and pull his legs out and straighten them out. Down go his feet. Turn them around. There's his front. Push the waist up. Open the arms up. Rotate the hands out. Pull this out. Turn the head around. Boom. Now we can go ahead and get these, which I'll show more for Rumble or Frenzy, whatever you want to call them. I typically call the red one Rumble and the blue one Frenzy. That's just me. Because that's what it says on the box, and I really didn't watch a lot of G1. I know. The blue one's supposed to be Rumble, the red one's supposed to be Frenzy in the cartoon. I get that, but... These go into his back, like so. Or you can push that down, and it can be a gun. So there you go. Buzzsaw transforms exactly the same way as Laserbeak did, so I'm not going to go through it because I did that on my Soundwave review. And I don't like Buzzsaw anywhere near as much as I like Laserbeak, but... You know, Buzzsaw is kind of a little cute character. He's still got the camera up there. But Buzzsaw just doesn't look as good as Laserbeak. And then this one transforms the same way as the other one that I just showed off. So, for the sake of this review, I'll call him Rumble, but the box says Frenzy. See, as you can see on mine, his elbow joints are really loose. So I don't know if I have a knockoff or if I just got a bad one. I'm not sure. But that's not a huge deal for me because I typically keep these on that one normally to differentiate them a little bit. So you can go ahead and plug this into the back of them. These connect to the back. I remember when I first saw the pictures of these guys, I thought that these were going to actually just replace the arms. No, they don't. They actually just go ahead and go on the arms. So you can go ahead and plug these in. I can never remember which side goes on which side, but it's not that one. You'll know when it clicks. Yep. So this one goes on this arm. And there you go. So there are all four of these guys in robot mode. And they're pretty fun little dudes. Ravage, his pose ability. All of his legs can move forward and back in various different ways. He doesn't have any head pose ability, though, which is a little disappointing. His mouth doesn't open, which is shocking. But, again, these are still earlier masterpieces. And they're really small, so I guess I shouldn't expect much. I'm not only going to do the pose ability on this one. His head, full 360. His arms can do a full 360. Strong ball joints, his elbows. When you have functioning ones, are pretty good. No waist. Legs can go forward and back. No, they actually can't really go forward, so they can go back. They can go forward a little bit, out, complete rotation. They have a knee. He's got a bit of a foot rotation. So they're not the most posable things in the world. But, you know, they get the job done. Buzzsaw's got nothing. And then Frenzy is the same as Rumble, or Rumble is the same as Frenzy. It depends on who you are, really. But these guys are very, very, very small. Is there a picture of them with Soundwave? No, there isn't, but they are tiny little dudes. And when I say tiny, these are by far the smallest figures in the Masterpiece line easily. And granted, the original toys are small too. So it's expected that they were going to be small figures. And they're also really small characters in the cartoon. Like, I think they were just a little bit bigger than Spike. So, of course, they're going to be teeny tiny little dudes. But when you compare them toy-wise to Soundwave, Oh boy. Yeah, they're really small little guys. And they're all decent. They're all decently good toys. I can't really discredit them too harshly. But the best way to get them, in my opinion, and it's probably, I don't know if you could still do this, but instead of going the Takara route, just get the American Soundwave and you'll get all these guys with him. So, I mean, if you're going to get Soundwave, he's going to have the yellow eyes, which I do prefer the look of the Takara one. But because the American version comes with all the cassette guys, it's actually a much better value to just get that version than to get each Takara set. So if you can do that, then go for it. But like even if you just do the Takara route like I did, they're still pretty fun toys, but most cost-effective is going to be get the American version and just get a red sticker for his eyes, because that's more cartoon accurate. But anywho, that's it for MP-15 and 16. They're pretty fun sets, especially if you have Soundwave. Let's go ahead and get Laserbeak out so we can get the whole squadron going. So like I was saying, if you are a fan of Soundwave, then like a lot of people are, he is one of the most popular G1 characters. I would recommend it. I'd recommend the set. So there we got Laserbeak. So now we got all the guys in there. And to show what I was talking about earlier, the guns can clip onto Soundwave's arm. There you go. Like I'm saying, I'm rambling at this point, but if you are a fan of Soundwave and a fan of the Decepticons, since there's not a lot of Decepticons in the Masterpiece line, you really should get them. But again, the best way to do it is to just get the American version, if you can find it nowadays on eBay. These guys themselves aren't too expensive. Like this set's $40 on the Big Bad Toy Store right now. This one hasn't been reissued yet, so you're gonna have to go a little bit out of your way to get him. But again, if you can afford to, just get the American version. You're gonna get everything. That's my personal recommendation. But I think that's gonna be it for this one, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one. Bye.